Hello. Okay, so I'm going to do the second part of this video. What the main idea from the first video was you can expand this expression. So this expression would read 5 times 4w times 4w, right? So one thing that I actually have seen, especially when I taught Algebra 2 last year, a lot of students seem to mess up PEMDAS. So what they would try to do is they would try to distribute this 5 in here and not consider the exponent first. So if you try to do that, you're gonna what you're gonna realize, you're gonna get something kind of funny. So this expression here is not, so look at this here, so it's not the same as 20w squared. Okay, so as I mentioned here, a common misconception is to distribute the 5. So from Algebra 1, hopefully you guys remember, PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Right? PEMDAS. So make sure to follow this order when you simplify algebraic expressions. So what that means is you want to consider the exponent first before multiplication. So exponent first before multiplication. Okay, so if you want to what we want to do here is, let's say I were to rewrite this. So I have 5 times 4w times 4w. Okay, so let's say we were to just simplify this further. So one way that we could simplify this is if we look at this here. So if we just, if we just took this whole expression here, right? So this would be the same thing as 5 times 16w squared, because 4 times 4 is 16. W times w is going to be w squared. Okay, so now what we can do is, now since we have this times this, now we can distribute the 5. So if we distribute this 5, this is 5 times 16, or 80 w squared. Okay, now another way that you could do this is if you have 5 times 4w times 4w, you can take this part here, you can multiply that together, 5 times 4w, and that's 20w times 4w, and you can simplify. 20 times 4 is 80, w times w is w squared. These are two different ways that you could go ahead and solve this. So from the exercise above, so this is the exercise above here, right? So what is 20w squared? So if I did 20w squared, that is just, oh gosh, wait a minute, sorry. Okay, if I were to do this, this is 20w times 20w. Okay, so 20 times 20 is 400. W times w is w squared. So now if we were to take this result earlier, if we were to compare 400w squared or 20w squared with 80w squared, do you get the same result? And the answer is no, because 400w squared is not the same as 80w squared. Yeah, so main thing I want to just hopefully drill into your brain is that when you want, make sure you do the exponent first before multiplying. Make sure you follow PEMDAS when simplifying. Okay, so now I'm going to show you an example, a couple examples. Okay, simplify each of the following expressions. Okay, so I've seen this so many times, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this. So make sure when you do this, make sure you follow PEMDAS. make sure you do the exponent first and then multiply. So in other words, we're doing 6 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? You could multiply all across if you want. I'm just going to do 2 raised to the 4th power. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. So 6 times 16, and that is 96. Okay. This one, 5 times negative 2 raised to the 3rd power. So in other words, this is 5 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So if you have a negative times negative, it's going to be negative. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Or in other words, negative 2 cubed is going to be negative 8. 5 times negative 8 is negative 40. Okay, this one, 6 times 4z cubed. So if it helps, write it all out. 6 times 4z times 4z times 4z. Okay, so if I were to simplify this, this is 4 times 4 times 4. I believe that's 64. Z times z times z is z cubed. Okay, then you got to do 6 times 64. And that should be 384, just using a calculator there. So this is 384 z cubed. Yeah, let's just make sure. 64 times 6. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This one. So number 4, so 3 times negative 5y cubed. So if I were to expand that, that's 3 times negative 5y times negative 5y times negative 5y. Okay, so same idea. So you want to do negative 5y cubed, so it's negative 5y times negative 5y times negative 5y. So that's 3 times negative 125y cubed. Okay, now we can actually simplify this even further. Negative 125 times 3 is negative 375, and we have y cubed. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this video. Main thing that I want to hopefully drill into your brains by the end of this video, make sure you follow PEMDAS. So when you're doing PEMDAS, make sure you do the exponent. This is the exponent, and then followed by the multiplication. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, bye.